Hey, Attorney Walter, now I'm just going to go ahead and say that here. Very good. So let's get right to the point of this video. They are now coming out with writing specifically on why there's not going to be a fourth stimulus going forward. But we're going to be doing the 5 reasons that I think are very important. Then after this video, we're going to be doing the number 1 video as its sole little thing, because it's going to actually have a lot of information pertaining to why the Sarah budget is going to be, writing information about why people are not likely to have this fourth stimulus, why it costs so much, etc., and the harm that will come to the economy as a result. But these are the top 5, other than number 1 that we're going to be doing after this video. Let's get right to it. Here are the 5 reasons there will never be a fourth stimulus. Once again, howdy, Andy Anderson. These are the 5 reasons there will never be a fourth stimulus. Number 1, it was costly. As a result of a shutdown, where the government is now with medical devices and up-to-date personal protection equipment, PPE equipment, so a good and a service is unlikely to be shut down in the future, right? So you have restaurants providing services and goods. They're going to go ahead and serve you, and here's the food as well, the good. These places are unlikely to shut down in the future because we have provisions set up. We did not have those before. Okay, we didn't have them set up properly during the Bush era, the Obama era, the Trump era. We just didn't have them set up. Now we are set up. Love pugs, howdy, howdy. Number 2, we pay, you guys, we pay taxes no matter what happens, which means they can spend our money however they want. And we can't, under the current design, stop feeding the poisonous Congress pig, because we have to pay taxes. If we don't pay taxes, bad things happen. So they're just going to continue to receive the money that we put in there and use it how they want. The more money they get, the happier they are. 3, the fewer elderly and fewer disabled, the cheaper. It is for the government to have more to spend with less of those individuals. So basically, you can either, raise a penny, earn a penny, or you can go ahead and save a penny. To save a penny, they basically have to go ahead and not spend money on the people. To sort of like quasi and save penny is also not having to spend it on the disabled, the retired. To earn a penny is to have more people working and paying taxes. That's their design at this point. That's what's going on. Okay, number 4, the emphasis is on immigrants right now, not on Americans. People blame this on vote farming, and I can see merits to that. It's a good argument. It's a largely undereducated population, the immigrants, who knows nothing but President Biden's generosity. It's actually a brilliant plan. The Democrats have basically taken an underserved group, and they've provided them a platform to be able to join the greatest country on earth. Because the larger amounts of the Jewish and Black voting blocs have become independent thinkers in politics now, shunning the vote by genetics approach. I know that a lot of people from my Jewish background are now independent thinkers. They might go this way, they might go that way. That was never how it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it just you always voted this way. It's how it was. So we're seeing a big changeover in political awareness from not only the Jewish community but the Black community. Those are huge voting blocks. Well, how are they going to get more voters if they are assured will vote in a particular way? Well, immigrants. It's a smart idea. Like, a lot of people sit back and they're like, maybe they don't realize, or God, they mess it. The Democrats are extremely intelligent people, as are the Republicans. They have immense, and they even have supercomputers working for them to create, hypothetical things that might occur and how to take advantage of them to make them occur. These are brilliant people. And remember, the only way they get to stay in power is with the votes. 5, the cost is high. There are 333 million Americans. Sorry, let me give you the actual more accurate figure. 333,797,157 Americans. So with some rough cut math, Trump's stimulus at $1,800 totals, so his $1,800, right, the $1,200 and the $600, totals around $600,834,882,600. And Biden's $1,400 stimulus at that amount of Americans would total $467,316,019,800. This means another stimulus of around 1,000 could cost around $333,797,157,000. 2000 Thanksgiving turkey, yada yada, all the YouTube channels we're all on about, just double that figure. Literally, just double that figure. Then you're into the $666 billion figure. Ban everything. Howdy from Louisiana. SK, howdy, howdy. All right, so let's see here. Let's kind of go through the next thing. The bonus round. This is my number 6 on this. America is more concerned about its international presence than its national upkeep. If Americans voted all politicians out, there would be a shift in political discourse towards the upkeep of the American people. Unhappy Americans results in election changes. The only question is whether the highly popular news channels will be able to herd the American people towards hope, justice, and inaccuracies. That's what they usually do. It's an emotional push for you to join that hope that there's something coming up. Justice. We're going to give you justice. Even though what we had before wasn't justice, we're going to give you a new form of justice, which is likely even more unjust because we're going to be, playing with the idea of what's proper. It appears that the American people are working on earning their college degree in political agenda, internal sabotage, and dystopian dehumanizing. You guys are getting smarter. That's the reality of it. These politicians are fearful of you. You're getting smarter. You're getting more educated. This is an amazingly beautiful thing, and I thank you guys for doing that, for taking the time to learn about the politics and what's going on. If you want the government to work for you, you're going to need to act like an employer and start firing employees that don't follow your corporate agenda, aka what you, as an American, want from America. Fired politicians means new politicians with stimulus checks on the edge of their tongue, because let's call it like it is. They want Americans to be happy, but Americans are not going to inherently be happy if they can't afford the basic things. Now, the number one reason why you will not see a fourth stimulus, and this is incredibly important, the number one reason you will not see a fourth stimulus is because of hyperinflation concerns, not just because of the passing of the Build Back Better, Act and things like that. It's because of a much larger problem, and I'm going to be going into that in the next video in about 6 minutes to 10 minutes. So guys, join me over on that one. I'm going to finish up this video. That next video is going to be a longer one, so just hang in there with me. I need to go through the inflation issues that are actually popping up. I've got a total of 4 or 5 articles already pre-printed that I want to go through. Your minds are going to be blown as to what's going on. And one of the big ones that surprised me, the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities basically made statements that when I started to review the figures, they were scary. But, they tend to lean left, so they gave it a, it was a little bit more puffy of a puff piece than I normally get from, and I like the Center on Budget Policy and Budget and Policy Priority. I like them, but this was a little bit more of a puff piece than they normally do. So catch me at the next video, guys. I will catch you later. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.